Hi guys, welcome back to Diving Deeper, and this is the last summer real talk. So if you've been following all the summer real talks, thank you for supporting it. And if you haven't, and this is the first one, you can watch them in your own time and do your own little 6 weeks of summer real talks questions. But in today's video, the question we're going to be covering is a question that one of my friends from school asked, called Nicole, and she asked, do you think we have freedom if God controls our actions? Which is a really good question. And yeah, so thank you for asking the question. And the two wise people that are answering it, one is my youth leader and a really good friend, and one is another really good Christian friend. So thank you, Amy and Stella, for answering the question. So we're just going to jump straight into Amy's answer. And Amy said, I don't think our actions are controlled by God because he gave us free will over the earth so we can make our decisions and do what we want with our lives and with the earth, including deciding for ourselves whether we want a relationship with God or not. And that is what Amy said, and I just totally agree with that. And then Stella is a much longer answer. And she said, I think to those who believe God is like a father and it is a good father, he allows his children to make their own choices and won't force them to do anything. Love doesn't seek its own way, but if his children choose to come to him for advice, then he will guide them in the best path to take, like any good dad would, because he loves them. So my answer is yes, I think we have freedom as children of God. Also, God has given us his moral law, the example of Jesus, to follow on our own conscience, con meaning with, and science meaning knowledge, and that's conscience put together. So we know when we've done wrong. So that's for the believer, so that's for the Christian. For the unbeliever, so the non-Christian who are probably looking at this video more, for the unbeliever, God's given them a conscience, like we've just talked about, and they know what's right and wrong instinctively. For example, a cannibal knows it's wrong to eat another human because he wouldn't want to be eaten himself, etc., etc. So we will know we are doing right in the eyes of God because our conscience will tell us, plus it won't line up with scripture. Also, in regards to doing right in the eyes of God, I think if you're not doing what God's will is, you will lose your peace. So they're the answers for Amy, from Amy and Stella. And I just think that God has given us free will. Like, basically the sum up of what they said. God gives us free will. God does not control our actions, if you think that. Like, God's not a God that says, you need to do this, you need to do this. God guides us if we come to him and say, God, I don't know what to do, help me in this situation. But he doesn't come into our lives and control it without permission. So if we say, God, help me in this situation, he'll help us, and he'll say, I think you should do this. But then it's our decision if we do what God thinks we should do or if we do our will. So yeah, that was a really quick video, which is what you wanted, short and snappy on the Instagram vote. So yeah, thank you for following the summer real talk this summer. I hope you guys have enjoyed your summer holidays. I certainly have. I've been busy. I haven't even been home. So yeah, share with friends and family, subscribe, because #SaveThisNation.